Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-October 2022 love reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's one I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is look at the past energies, present energies, and future energies between you and a main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll actually pull some oracle cards with some additional insight, and that's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's a way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so I'll fold out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Queen of Staves. So this is actually an Aries energy here. So I feel like this is saying you definitely felt some passion toward this person. If we look at her body language, she's facing the cards on that side. And it definitely looks like there was some interest on your part. Now, not 100% sure if you actually expressed it to them or not, because we do see still a bit of a more feminine receptive energy within the card. But yeah, it definitely looks like you had some interest in them for sure on a passionate level. Past energy on their side, we have the Hermit. So this is actually Virgo energy here. It could just be saying that this person might have been keeping their feelings to themselves as well. Probably a little bit more withdrawn than you were as well, so you might have seemed like the more outgoing between the two of you. But it definitely looks like they saw some potential for the connection for sure. Alright, present energy on your side, we have the Six of Arrows and the King of Coins. So really the energy that I'm getting with these two cards is an energy of you guys getting out of your head and actually deciding to come forward and start to communicating with this person more, right? Where you might be feeling like, okay, if I just feel these feelings, but there's no communication between the two of us, there's no room for any traction within the connection, right? So I feel like that's the move that you guys will be considering in the present. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Two of Wands. So yeah, I feel like this is saying that they might have a friend who, or at least one, possibly multiple friends who are trying to hype them up to actually put themselves out there as well. So it could just be one of those things where, like I said, it looks like they definitely have a bit of a withdrawn energy, but the energy I get from the artwork here is definitely that someone in their environment's, kind of encouraging them to say, all right, put yourself out there. It almost looks like this almost gives the energy of someone getting their friend hyped up for a first date or something, So it looks like this person's being encouraged to put themselves out there too. All right, future energy on your side, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So, or Ten of Coins as it's called in this deck. But to me, this says that you guys will actually be putting in the effort to build this toward a long-standing, stable commitment. So obviously, it looks like you guys are seeing potential, and once whatever these communication barriers seem to be get lifted, it looks like you guys will actually be looking forward to the connection. And future energy on their side, we have the Two of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, and the World. So looking at the artwork here, look at the masculine energy and the feminine energy, right? It looks like they have totally different approaches where this person seems to be into it, this one seems to be a little less into it, right? So it could just be one of those things where, especially given that this is the Two of Pentacles, I feel like this is saying that they're going to be slow to building the connection. So it could just be one of those things where they're going to feel a little bit guarded initially, but to see the World after that says to me that this really does have long-term potential. So the same way you're seeing the Ten of Coins potential in the future on your side, I feel like this is saying that they see it as well, but it's just going to be one of those things, especially with the Capricorn energy here, where it might just be a slow roll for them, where they might just start out small and then occasionally and eventually build themselves up to something more serious. But yeah, it does look like it has that potential for sure. Just might need to be a little bit patient in that regard. All right, and bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Seven of Cups. So this is Scorpio energy here, and could just be saying that you might have just been in your head around the connection, which was what I was saying here in the present, where it looks like you guys are actually going to be making the decision to get out of that energy and actually take more action toward the connection. But looks like at least for a time you guys might have been in your head around the connection, and there could have been some physical distance between the two of you as well. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Four of Pentacles. So more Capricorn energy here. So it's definitely possible we could be dealing with a Capricorn or possibly at least an Earth energy since we see the Hermit energy in the past too. But to me, this says that part of why they might be taking their connection slow now, if I could get this card to focus, is if we look in the background there, it looks like things are in ruins, right? So to me, this says that this person might have been in a long-term connection in the past, and that connection might have fallen apart. So that could be what has them a little bit more shy and reluctant as far as jumping into a new connection. But we see that they do have the ability to go that route, right? It's just going to be one of those things where they could be a little bit hesitant initially. All right, so moving on to the Oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Aqua Moonlight deck. I did pre-shuffle this deck before we started recording. What I'm looking for here is unspoken messages from you to them and then from them to you. And initially I'll be looking for jumpers, but if I shuffle for a while and I anything coming up, I'll just put the deck down and pull cards that way. Almost got one there. All right, and this doesn't want to go back in the deck. And next we'll see what we get from them to you. All right, and got one there. So let's see what we got on your side first. Okay, we have guilt. It says hurting you was never my intention, but now it's hurting me too. Interesting, because I don't really necessarily see an energy where there was any hurt within the connection. Like I said, it seems like maybe you might have been holding back on your feelings a little bit, but if anything, I feel like you might have been the one who was more outgoing between the two of you in the past. It's possible that it could have happened because the Six of Arrows energy can point to move into calmer waters after some kind of a conflict, but not necessarily picking up on energy too much, but I'm sure that'll resonate with at least some of you. And on their side, we have Heart. It says, I love you. So interesting, where I was saying that it looks like the energy would definitely build slow with this person, where they might see the potential in the connection with you, but especially what I was seeing in the future there, going from the Two of Pentacles to the World card, I feel like initially they might be pretty guarded with you guys, but it looks like there's definitely, like I said, the potential for it to build into something long-standing for sure. So even if they don't genuinely feel that now, I could certainly see that they could end up feeling that way in the future. So hopefully that resonates with you as well. And lastly, we'll pull a card from the Wisdom Oracle deck. Same situation as far as I pre-shuffled this deck as well, but here we're just looking for one card with general advice to wrap the reading up with. Already got one there. Okay. You guys got Yang. There's the artwork, and the number is 1. Okay. The relationship message says, circumstances are supporting action on your part. It's okay to make the first move. Trust that you will quickly know where you stand. In matters of the heart, there is a movement toward your highest good, so go forth with assurance. Passion is in the air, and now is the time to dance to the tune of love. Take the lead. So yeah, definitely a pretty positive message there, and that could be what we're seeing with that Six of Arrows energy with the King of Coins I was talking about, where you guys might be getting out of your heads and deciding, okay, if I want this to go somewhere, I'm going to have to at least start up the communication with this person. And as far as where it says, you quickly know where you stand, I feel like that might not be totally the case, just because, like I said, this person might seem a little bit guarded initially, but I do see that this definitely has the potential to build up over time for sure. So hopefully that resonates with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and we'll see you all next month. All right, bye.